In this video I'll show you how to make a field of flowers on photo paper with alcohol inks. The first thing you need is some photo paper. Now this is glossy 2 photo paper made by Canon, and there's 100 sheets and it's quite small. It's only 6 by 4 inches, which is about, I suppose, 10 by 5 centimeters or something like that. You use the, actually not the glossy side, but the back side of the photo paper. The other things that I have are 100% isopropyl alcohol, which you can get from Bunnings. I have a little container with a little bit of alcohol in it. I have these needle nose bottles which you can dilute your inks in with alcohol if you don't want them to be so strong, because they are very vibrant. I have black alcohol ink. There are various brands you can buy. Officeworks have them too. This is a Ranger one. This is Rust. And this one, this brand is Couture Creations, and it's the colour is Storm. I thought I'd use unrealistic colours because, you know, they're not real flowers anyway. The other things you need are a white Posca paint pen, a black gel pen or a permanent marker. This one is by Uniball. It's called Uniball Impact. This is a metallic gel pen. I bought these from Aldi, and I use this orange quite a bit. You can use gold as well, it works quite well. You'll need some cotton buds. This is a micro brush, and it's used in eyelash, preparing false eyelashes or something, and I bought this online. So I'll put all these links in the bottom of the page. These are alcohol markers, and they're from Kmart. They were $9 for this whole pack. I bought them in a tonal range, but you can also get them in colours, and they're good value for money. Talked about the paper. Now this is also a tool that they use in eyelashes and for drying nails. It's a puffer tool. You can also use a straw, but the straw, you're drawing up the alcohol every time you take a breath to blow through it. So you're better if you can get one of these, and I'll put the link on there. That's from a lash, false eyelashes place. The other thing is, this is an actual crafter's heating tool. The reason that I like it is it's got a gentle airflow. You can use this only on the photo paper. You can't use this kind of tool on Yupo paper, which is another kind of paper that you can use for alcohol inks. If you've got alcohol Yupo paper, use a hairdryer on a very low setting. The other thing that you could do is, yes, I suppose use this heat tool if you've got that, because a lot of people who do polymer clay have these heat tools. They have the alcohol inks and a lot of other bits and pieces that you could use. Okay, so to get started, usually I put a dot of black on my paper and dry it with the dryer. Now you'll see that I'm not right on top of it, I'm just above it, and just go round and round and round till you dry it. It doesn't have to be perfectly round, by the way. And you'll notice that it starts to dull off when it dries. Right, so the next thing that happens is you put the alcohol ink in 3 dots, putting it onto the black a little bit, and you need to work pretty fast here because it'll spread like mad, so you want to try and contain it a little bit. Doesn't matter if it goes in a funny shape. I'd probably put a little bit more on this bit. So that's about equal, I suppose, the amount that you've got there. And you can see how it's drying. The next one, I'll put this rust colour on. Remember I said that we were going for something that wasn't real. This makes a really nice neutral sort of palette anyway. And what you're going to get is you're going to get some green in there as well, because you're mixing blue and sort of a yellow based colour. Right, now the next thing is to use the alcohol, and what you do is you make a puddle of this so that it goes out to where the shape you want it to be, and if it goes too far, just get your Q-tip or earbud and wipe it off a little bit. Just let it go backs and forwards a little bit. And if you've got that harsh line there, here, just give it a bit of a rub with the, and put a little bit more ink on there. A little bit more alcohol. Backwards and forwards a little bit. And then blow it with the blower until you're happy with the result. Then get your dryer, go from the sides so that you contain it. Okay, so one down and a few to go. So I do the one colour first so that I can sort of control it a little bit. I get backwards and forwards a little bit just to get it to move, and if it's a bit strong, give it a bit of a helping hand. Again, can you see how it's going a little bit green, which is really nice. I like that. Okay, so I'm happy with that. So again, around the outside first, just to contain it. And you get these lovely lines happening in the petal as well. Very subtle. Okay, that's the third one. And a little bit of that black goes out into the colour too, which makes it really nice. Gone a bit haywire there. Just wipe it out. Should be okay. I'd have to put a little bit of alcohol in there. It dries up very quickly, so you need to work reasonably fast, but it's not desperate because you can always go over the top of it again, reactivate it. Alright, now we're going for the rust colour out this way, and this will be quite green, I'd say, by now. You're going to see that. Quite nice. So we're getting there. Yes. Again, this line needs to be softened a little bit. See how that's gathered down around the bottom there? So you can pick that off quite easily. There's far too much there. Okay. Again, blow it. Depending on how you use this tool as well, you can get different effects happening. So again, around the outside. Right, we're nearly there. Last one. This one looks so it'll be quite delicate, but that's all right. Quite nice. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just do it however you feel that you're satisfied with. I think this needs a little bit more blue, so you can just put a new bit in. Do it again. Just blow it out again. So you can see how you can change it up if you want to. You don't have to stay with. Oh, that's not very nice. So that brown. Oh, that's interesting, the way that's gone. So you can see how you can have these happy accidents. Right. So this bit here that's gone there, put a bit of alcohol on there if you want to get rid of it. Just wipe it out. Now, can you see what's happened there? So what you can do is use your micro brush, put a little bit of alcohol on it, and you watch what happens. You can do things like put it. Now, the more alcohol you have on there, the larger the spots are going to be. example, see there, that's quite a lot of alcohol. So what you can do is you just rub it off a little bit. Everything's an opportunity to do something else with alcohol in. Doesn't matter what happens, not mistakes. For example, you could put something in that little circle there. Now, the next thing that happens is you've got to make sure it's all dry. And then you can do this, you can use your posture pen to put the centre of it in. Right. There you go. Then what I do is I use my black pen to do some, like some stamens coming out, I suppose. Doesn't have to be beautiful, because you know with flowers they're very, you know, there is some continuity in the marks, I suppose, but at the same time you can just go backwards and forwards over the whole thing to make it look like it's full of stamens, and then put some dots around the outside so that it looks like it's bursting out of the centre. Okay. Then some of the orange, just to give it a different colour. They can look a little bit more, less tonal, I suppose, in a way. Quieten it down a little bit. Okay. Right. And then put some more white ones on the outer side so that it looks like they belong. Okay. So what would I do with this here? I think I would put a little bit of blue with a lot of alcohol onto my micro brush, and then I would do this. So you can just keep going and fiddling around until you feel happy with what's gone on. Now, say you didn't like that, what you could do is put another brown in there, the rust, put some more alcohol around there, blow it out, dry it off. Go back and do your white and black and yellow or gold or orange. And then the other thing you can do with a micro brush is you can add lines. So, for example, you can do this. Right. And then if you wanted to, so it's just a matter of you know, you keep going until you feel happy with the result, and you can make yourself a whole field of flowers. So if you want to have a look at that close up, see how the Canon watermark virtually disappears. It doesn't worry me. I don't mind text on things. So anyway, I'll finish there, and I'll put the materials down the bottom of this video. So go on, make yourself a whole field of flowers. That's it for now.